You are watching Melody Lane. With me you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello everyone! I'm gonna wait and make sure you can see my screen here. Yeah, you can. Hello. Hello, Jamie, Sue, Deborah, Beth. Hello, ladies. All right, so you're not gonna be seeing me today because we stayed in Illinois for the weekend, and then when I went to get ready, I realized we left our bathroom bag with our hair and makeup products. Well, my hair and makeup, not Matt's. Well, Matt's hair products, but that's mine. Anyway, left them in Illinois on their bathroom counter. So I have to go tomorrow back to Illinois to get those. But I'm coming to you live today because we are going to be making, I know we usually do cards, but we actually had a request. I'm going to go ahead and jump over here. We actually had a request for a cake topper. But somebody, and I can't remember who it was, but it was in one of the comments of our videos. Somebody asked for a shaker cake topper for a baby, like a baby shower. So I thought that would be great to design. So we're going to go ahead and design that. Okay. How was everybody's weekend? I see you at the beginning of the, well, I don't see you. I talked to you at the beginning of the weekend, and now it's the end of the weekend. So I hope you guys had a good weekend. We just had a little storm go through. The power went out for a second, but it's back, and I think the storm's over. So we should be good. Hello. I know it's so weird coming on a Sunday. It's usually Saturday. But I was looking, there's so much cute baby stuff. There's so many cute possibilities for it. But when I was looking, I just came across these cute little elephants on the moon. I thought they were adorable. And I was like, oh, maybe we can do a this kind of theme for it because it's just cute. And then we're going to make a shaker part of it too that I thought would be cute to put in the middle with this. So we're going to go ahead and start designing that. Hopefully, I'm watching my screen and I'm hoping it's still going. It's not like catching up. So first I'm going to go ahead and go into images because I thought to do the background of it to do like a cloud. So we can go ahead and go into images, and these are the two elephants with moons that I love here, but there are so many cute ones, guys. Is this not playing? Don't know what's happening. There is so many cute ones here. Are you guys not seeing this? Hello, Louise. I don't think you guys are seeing as I'm scrolling on my screen right now. And I don't know why. What is happening? Do you guys see anything besides? Yeah, you just see Sunday. This is weird. Hold on, let me... Okay, hold on. Let me go try something real quick. Let me redo the screen capture and hopefully it will work. Hoping. Now I'm just describing to it, so you just have to try to imagine. This will be a different one. We're just going to have to try to imagine. I'm going to describe it to you, and you just get to put it together in your mind. That would be so funny. Okay, yay! Now you guys can see my screen. Perfect. Sue said, not complaining, but we are experiencing heavy smoke. Oh! I bet the ones in Canada, Sue. I can imagine because it was about a week ago we smelt them here. So I can only imagine all the way up in New York. That's crazy. But now that you can see, here are the cute little elephants that I saw that I thought were so cute for a baby. I love the little sleeping one on the moon. And then this one here is awfully cute too. But there's so many cute little ones. I tried to find one that was better to do that had some more layers than just like that one there. But so we're going to go ahead and next we're going to go ahead and grab a cloud because I'm going to use the cloud as kind of like the base of the card, or not the card, but the cake topper. Yeah, do the wildfires like ever go away now? I feel like they're a continuous thing. Okay, so I am looking for a cloud for the background, so I just want to make sure it's kind of puffy. Like this one here is a pretty good one. May add that one. Right? Baby stuff is so stinking cute. But I think this shape is really good. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. Made that really big. And for this, I'm thinking about 8 inches long. And it depends how big your cake is too, but you can always group it together and then resize it for what size of cake you're doing. That's awesome, Sue. You can't spend time outside, so it's a perfect excuse to craft. Definitely. Well, hopefully the wind changes and you guys don't get affected by the fire so much. Okay, so we go ahead and have our cloud here, and then I think cake toppers look really good when they have like multiple layers of the offset and everything to really make each layer pop, especially when you like pop out each layer. I just think it gives great dimension. I'm talking with my hands, like you guys can see me, like I'm really, but anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to offset here, and I'm gonna drag that down. I'm gonna do several offsets on this. I think about 0.25. Usually like 0.25 is pretty good. Then I like to check my corners here if they're rounded. It depends on the shape, especially when you inset. I notice way more of a difference. If I was to inset this, I would definitely want to do the sharper corners, but on this part it doesn't really quite matter. Okay, well first let's go ahead and make this. I'm thinking doing different shades of blue, so we can do a lighter blue, and then this offset, the offset behind it, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a darker blue, and we're gonna keep going. So I'm gonna offset this one again. Now let's go ahead and pull it to inset. I want to pull it to the inside here and see if we can. Oh, it's pulling it on the one, so you can't see it. I was just going to show the difference in the curves of the lines. Go ahead and apply that, and we can change the color to that. All right, so that's the back base, but I want to do something more with it because we're going to put different stuff on here, of course. Me and my talking with my hands. But I want to put like some swirls, like some cloud swirls, and kind of cut through it. So I'm going to go to images, and there's like one perfect pattern for cloud swirls, I think. Good evening, Kimberly. Welcome. We are making a shaker cake topper. A cute one for a baby. Okay, so I think this one is like perfect for cloud swirls. This is always when I need one for that. This is what I go to. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to slice it through this layer here. I'm just going to bring this down. And bring this down, and then I'm going to stretch this over this here. Or did I want to make it smaller? I think I did actually. Hold on. I'm going to... So I'm thinking about this. I think I inset it one more time, so I'm going to take this one, slide it to the left, and inset it just a little bit. I'm not to make this slice it out, but I want it smaller. So there's rounded here. Now here you can see the difference in the rounded corners when I went to the inset. So that doesn't quite give me the sharp corners. So I want to go ahead and click here, and then it'll give me those sharp points. So we can hit apply. Now I'm going to bring that down, and I'm going to slice it through this. And I want to get as much of this roll as I can, so I want to get it to just really fit. But I don't really want to get this outdoor, or not outdoor, the outside like box part. And then if you need to move it just so you get it where you think. And then we can go ahead and grab the mouse, drag it over both, and then go ahead and hit slice. Go ahead and delete that. And then this is the piece here we want. We actually don't need this piece. I just did that for size. So it was an inset piece. And then we can bring this up. Which color-wise, I don't know. Obviously like blues and whites, but I won't know till I actually go to do it, what I think there. And I would with this, so we'll have each of these layers popped up. But this I would like to do 3 layers thick, just because I think it'll give it good dimension when we do that. So we can go ahead and duplicate that 3 times. Which you don't have to. I just think the more dimension on these, like the more impressive they look. Alright, so we have that. Now my thought was for the shaker part, I just love this cute little elephant so much. And they also have other cute elephants with like little diapers for like boys and girls. But with this, it was going to be smaller and the little polka dots would have been teeny, 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 tiny. But there's such cute ones to look for. So my thought is in the center here, we'll go ahead and do the shaker part. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a circle. And actually, before I duplicate that 3 times, I'm just going to do once because I'm going to cut through it first. Okay, we'll go to shapes, grab a circle. And then my goal is for the cute little elephant. Go ahead and drag that down, put it behind the moon. And then we'll have a shaker. I'll go ahead and stretch this. And this part will be the shaker part here. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and cut out. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. But I want to cut out of the 3 layers of the swirls I want to do. I want them to layer and then the shaker kind of inset to that for a few layers. So it sticks out some, but it's not sticking out all on top, which that's up to preference. You could do it either way. So I'm just going to go ahead and select the circle, select the swirls, and then I am going to align and center. And then I'm going to go ahead and slice those. Now we can just pull these out and delete the pieces we don't need. There we go. Then we have this here. So that could be your back piece. I don't know if I'm going to have it because your acetate's going to be on the front and it's going to be clear. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have it the blue behind it or if I'm going to end up putting something else behind it. I'm not sure on that. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to need this piece here. But then I'm also going to offset that so I can actually inset it because I want to get a track. So I'm going to have to... I don't know if track's the right way to describe that. Let's go here. Drag it to the inside. And you want to have it big enough that you can go ahead and glue these together because you're going to be gluing them together and you're going to be gluing the acetate on top of it. So you just want to make sure you have it thick enough that you can do that. Which I think about there will be good. So we'll hit apply. I'm going to duplicate that circle ring because I'm going to need that again, but I need to go ahead and slice these 2. Or actually we can just go to combine and hit subtract because just what we need is that ring there. So that will go on top of the acetate on the front to cover the acetate. And I don't know what color we'll do. Let's just say we'll do that the dark blue. And then this is, you're going to do multiple of these because this is going to give you where you can put your shaker bits in. So if you just did 1 layer and put the acetate on, you're not going to be able to put any shaker bits in unless you have teeny, 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 tiny, teeny, tiny shaker bits. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. Usually 3 to 4 of them. It depends on the size of your bits too. Really 3 to 5. Some of those little polymer clay pieces, depending on what they are, can be thicker. And I know I have to look at my shaker fill. I'm pretty sure I have stars. If not, I will be ordering stars. Okay, we have that there. And this piece will either be the back piece or the acetate for the front. So I'm just going to go ahead and I always make my acetate light gray just so I know. And then we have our cute little... Hi, Jaxie. Kitty's talking. All right, we have our cute little guy here. And with this, what do you guys think? Because I was thinking... I know you can put it on the inside of the shaker card, but I just thought it would be cute to, inside the shaker part, put all sorts of stars and everything, but then have the cute elephant on the outside of the shaker part. What are you doing, Luce? So that I haven't decided. But he's, if we break down this elephant on the moon, he's got several pieces here. Jax. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm like distracting my cat who's putting his nails in my leather. Jax. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry, I had to move the cat. He was digging his nails in the leather bench. But anyway, kitties. Okay, so we were putting the elephant on here. Oh, breaking it down. All these little pieces here, which the elephant ears, those are pretty easy because it's just an ear on each. His little cheeks are teeny tiny, but you could leave those off if you wanted to, if they were too little. But what I do want to get rid of is these little tiny toes. If you see these are the elephant's little toes. But we can go ahead and hide all these, and he'll just have black toes. Or if you would like, you could totally leave those toes and go ahead and glue them all on, but those are going to be so tiny. Yeah, it's only Jackson here with me, and I have the door shut, and he's trapped with me, and he's always the one that's into mischief, so he's just trying to figure out, what are you doing, buddy? What he can get into. And then the rest of this isn't too bad. I broke it down. I was going to go ahead, I'm going to duplicate that back piece because I do want to slice this star off here. I am going to do some stars here. I don't think I'm going to do just these stars. I think I'm going to add a couple more, but I do want to go ahead and slice this off of here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a circle. Plumps, it ain't Plumps. Plumps is my weather cat, and there was a storm, so he evacuated himself to the basement. He'll come up later. Well, that's a funny question, Deborah. Well, that is a funny question. Deborah said, well, aren't you going to turn the cake upside down when you go to shake it? This is very, I mean, it's a good question. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you shake it and then stick it in. I don't know. I never thought about that till now, Deborah. Now that you say that. Literally never thought of it till now. That's so funny. Okay, so I have that little circle there. I'm just going to go ahead and go over both of these and hit slice. And crack up. Okay, I should say, if you do this, make sure you do not turn your cake upside down to shake it. So we are left with this here after we slice, but we can go ahead and contour and go ahead and grab that star out right there. So when we go down to our elephant here, I can go ahead and hide. I could actually delete this black piece. I don't actually need it, but this one is going to go there now. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this almost all the way down. I'm going to drag it to the bottom, just like that. Oh, that's so funny. And then also with these stars, because I'm going to end up putting my own stars, that way I can do them a little bigger too. So I'm just going to go ahead. You can either delete or you can just hide these here. And then the same thing with the black part of the star. You're going to delete or hide those. There we go. My cat Peanut took a running leap from my TV yesterday and hung on the top, and of course... Oh, no! Oh, my gosh. Thank goodness that still works. Oh no, Sue. It's frightening to watch. Okay, so we have that there, and then we want to add some more things. So, like baby, I was thinking... Oh yeah, footprints for one. Let's see. Let me go to bookmarked. Yeah, these little feet. We're going to go ahead and add these little feet. That way you can add, which I like these feet because they're all connected. There are some cute feet that have like hearts cut out of the soles, but then each toe is separate. But I like these because it's all just one piece. So what I want to do here is, now you could do baby boy, baby girl. If you do baby boy or baby girl, I'm pretty sure they have it already done. Let's see here. That's adorable too. The little bear with his little train. Pacifier, that's a possibility. What do you think when you guys think baby things? I think like rattles and pacifiers and bottles. Oh my. Yeah, like this one here, baby boy. I bet there's a baby girl one like this too. But I wanted to show, if you just wanted to go with baby boy or baby girl, you could go ahead and grab this. Now I will offset it too. But if you want to do a specific name, like maybe you want baby, say it's baby Max, or maybe their last name, baby Smith, you can go ahead and create it for that too. So to do that, I would just... I'm going to go to text. Ooh. And actually, I think this text works good for it, or this font. It's BFC Inkly, and it looks kind of like the baby boy there. So say we're doing baby, and then I'm going to do Max, but I'm going to do them separate. That way I can go ahead and attach them. Move that off of there. Baby text. Oh my gosh. Hopefully nobody names their baby text. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Baby Max. I don't know. I always love the name Max. Such a simple name. But for that, what we would do is you would just go ahead, make sure they are touching, and then we can weld them all together. However you want, or however big you want the little feet. Her name is now Evil Knievel. Booties. Oh yeah, baby booties. I love baby feet too. Just baby toe, like baby feet are adorable. I don't like any other feet, but baby feet. Oh, I have a serious thing about feet. Okay, so those look like they are. I'm just going to zoom in to make sure we are where we should be there. Yeah, and it looks like they are all touching. So I can go ahead, take my mouse, just drag it over all of it. I say my mouse, but I really just use my finger and don't use a mouse. And then we're going to go ahead, combine, and we can go ahead and weld. Now we have one piece here. But I do want to offset this also to have it pop off of there. So we'll go ahead and hit offset. Drag it to the right. That way it is not an inset. And then just however big you would like it. A little bit smaller. I think that's cute. Then we'll hit apply, and then I'll probably make the background of that white. Oh, back. So I'm going to go ahead and group these together too. And then you could put baby Max or baby girl or whatever you'd like. Probably put that like over there. Then let's look up, what did we say? A bottle? A baby bottle. This one here might be a good possibility. And then you can just make some different things to go ahead and add to this however you like. Let's say baby bottle. A little train is so cute too. A rattle. And then just trying to find a rattle here. You can do print and cut if you want, or you can go ahead and... This one up here, actually, this first one is pretty good because you can contour it out and do the second layer behind it. And it's not too busy. I know everything's blue right here. I might have to add some like more yellow. Let's try that. Let's make this yellow. But then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it because I don't want to see through it there. So I can go ahead and duplicate that. And then on this one, go to contour. And you want to hide all contours, but you do want the middle right here cut out. So you will click on that. And then green, we can go with green, right? And then to move it behind, you can either go ahead, click here with both fingers and hit send backwards, or you can go ahead and just drag it over here. So if I drag it from the top and I drag it down, it will then be behind the rattle. This and then, oh, that's not together. I ungrouped that. Or did I not? How did I group that? Okay. I'm just going to bring this down for a second because I want to ungroup this. But I want to make sure, because these are all individual pieces now, so I just want to put those back together. So I'm just going to go ahead and group that. I do not know how I grouped. I didn't even notice I did that. Or pacifier, or I do want to go look for a little train too. I think that would be cute. What do you, oh, did you guys see in our Patreon group? I'm going to have a new Cricut giveaway going in the Cricut Design Space group. I'm starting it in the next couple days, but you guys, oh, I wish I could do a poll. Can I? Start a poll. Okay. I'm going to start a poll here, and I want you guys to decide what one we should give away. What should we give away? It just says yes. That's not the option. Okay, started a poll. You guys vote for what you think we should give away of those two. Does it show you guys the poll? If it does, it does not show me the poll. Oh, here we go. It's going. Another option was, because I put it up and let people write in, somebody said a maker. Now, not a maker 4, but we could do a regular maker 2 if we wanted. Instead of one of those options. But we have this little pacifier here. I do just want to look. I did look at baby blocks too. Like you could put one that said "Oh baby" or something. But lots of those little blocks are a little detailed for that. So I want to go look at a little train too. Can I type in baby train? Looks like the Explorer 4 is winning. Now you could, if you want to do print and cut, you could put a little train on here too. That's adorable. Now if I did that, I would not just do the single layer of print and cut for the train. That train's so adorable. Might have to do the train. I'm gonna go ahead and take this bottle out. Oops. Add the train. However you want. I have to play with it and see what exactly I want. But if I do that, I would duplicate it because I want it thicker than just that single layer. And then I would change it from print and cut to a basic cut. And then just however many, if I wanted 3 layers, then I duplicate that 2 more times. And just use that to put behind the train. What you could too, you could offset the train and then pop it up on that too if you'd like. I just don't know. But you could do the same thing with the rattle too. If you wanted to pop it up more, you could offset it. But then up at the top, I feel like it needs like a shooting star. Or star some way. Oh yeah, I gotta put the stars in here. So images, I'm gonna go into images and choose a star. So it looks like the answer is the Explore 4. So watch for that giveaway, guys. We will have that giveaway starting soon, and we are going to give away one Explore 4, the new Explore 4, to a member in our Cricut Design Space group. So, all right. Oh, I went to stars and totally forgot what I was doing. Kind of like this star. It's rounded some. Another thing I thought of too you could add to this. But then you can just go ahead and put different stars. Now these stars actually will be on acetate because so it's going to be clear because it's going to be the shaker part. So it's going to be clear here. So you'll have the elephant on the moon on the outside, but then on the acetate you'll have the actual stars there. So I may do that with some foil or something adhesive. However we like for that. Gotta rotate them because all stars aren't the same. Oh, you know what else I just thought of? And I just thought of this. That would be so cute. It would be so cute if it said, we're over the moon, you know, about our baby boy or something. Something about over the moon because he's sleeping over the moon. That would be so cute. Okay, so there's that. And then, but you can change out. I mean, I'll play with these pieces and see what I like. I may even add some more. May change some. Probably going to resize that one, definitely. But I think a shooting, like, I think it needs a shooting star. Yes, thank you, Sue. Yeah, whenever we have a giveaway, it'll be in the featured on in the Facebook groups. Which right now we have, each month we have the crafting challenge too, and that's going on currently, so you can find that one. Which this month's theme is Rainbow Bright. Which actually was one of my favorite shows as a kid. But not that Rainbow Bright, just rainbow colors. Shooting star. Hello, Karen. Glad to see you in here. That's so funny. Okay, shooting star. Oh no, that one's really, really cute. That's gonna be a print and cut. Oh, but that's so darn cute. Let me go to advanced search because I want to see if there's more like that. Oh, and if you guys didn't see, heat presses 70% off. Well, up to, not all of them are 70% off, up to 70% off, and they have 50% off all their materials now too, which is great because then you can get the press, then you can get 50% off your blanks and your supplies for that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and click this because now it'll show me other one. Oh, it didn't. That was weird. Did you guys see that? Usually, hold on, we're gonna do this again. Advanced search. Well, where'd it go? Click on here. There we go. That's what it should take you to, is more that are like that. So, oh, here's a whole bunch of cute little ones. Cute. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add this one to the canvas. That was so weird how it took me to this screen when I did advanced search and clicked on it. Sometimes you get little magical things that happen and you don't know why. Yes, thank you, Sue. Our links do help. And our links are always at no added cost to you. There's nothing added to it. So you get the same deals and everything. You just help support small business, which we appreciate every little bit we get. Believe me. That's an extra one there. We can go ahead and delete that. Just gonna move these out of the way. Or I'm not. You can't get rid of it. There we go. Now I would warp this, but if you're using print and cut, as you can see, warp's not going to be highlighted because you can't warp that. But that would be perfect because I could bend it just a little more. Oh, that's so stinking cute. But I would do the same thing with this. If I print and cut, I would go ahead, duplicate it, and then change it from print and cut to a basic cut just to give it some more depth. Dimension. Let's send that backwards. Something like that. Do you guys think we should do the train, or do you think I should put the baby bottle up? Oh, what was Sue said? Booties. Let's look at baby booties. Hi, Gloria. Glad you made it. Don't worry. Yeah, we're usually live on Saturday, but I was out of town all weekend, so we're doing this today, and then on Tuesday we'll put this together too. These little feet are super cute too if you were going to do a gender reveal. Like, which is it, a boy or a girl? So cute. Little baby booties. I'm looking for some that will be easy to cut too, because they're going to be smaller here. Which you could do print and cut. We could filter. And let's go ahead and filter to print and cut. These are baby feetsies, not booties. We could do, that's a good pacifier. That's a good print and cut pacifier. I'm going to bookmark that. I'm not finding anything there, so I think we'll go ahead and leave it. Anything else you think we could go ahead and add to this? Which color-wise, I'm not sure. I'm going to play with the blues, plus it depends on the paper I have. I'm going to try to do like an ombre from a darker blue to a lighter blue going in. And then make that the shaker. That's so funny. That's so funny, Deborah, about it being a shaker. You can't turn the cake upside down. It would be really cool if it had something you could spin on it. That's what I'm thinking now is like, man, if you could spin it and then it would go around. But that's a whole nother cake topper there. So I think that is it there. Oh, what do you guys like to use for your skewers? I know some people use like acrylic. What do you call it? Like a rod, a skewer. I always have like the bamboo skewers for like making shish kebabs and stuff, so I've attached those to the back of it. But what do you guys like to use to attach your cake topper to? So much blue. So cute. Oh, I better Forgot I duplicated the back and I'm just dragging that bigger. Alright guys, so that is the... Oh, let me save. Oh my gosh. That was a long time and I didn't save it all. Holy cow. Thank goodness I remembered. So, this is the cake topper here. We'll go ahead and put this together on Tuesday evening, and that'll be same time as tonight, so 8 p.m. Eastern. And we'll go ahead and put this together, and I may change some things as I go, just depending. How big is this circle? That's pretty little. I may end up even making this bigger, just because of the size of it. So I may end up... If I do that, then I would just cut the circle inside of it bigger with that and then just make it all bigger. But we'll go ahead Tuesday evening, go ahead and put that together. You guys join us in the chat and we will see you guys then. And remember, tomorrow's Monday. The new giveaway may be out tomorrow and you'll be able to enter several times a day. So make sure and do that because you'll be able to enter each day multiple times to get that new Explore 4. Which, by the way, guys, the Explorer 4 is $50 off right now, which is wild to me. It's only $229, I believe I seen earlier. So that's great. But, all right, guys, we will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for being in here with me and chatting as we craft. I love making something different. Oh, I was working. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. Let me go to my stuff here. I might have shown this on a Friday image set, but I was making I was doing it for Lucy Lou for her birthday, but then we ended up not baking the cake thing. We got her like a toy that was like a cake with candles and we stuffed stuff in it for her. But this was a cake topper I was working on for Lucy. I don't have any other 2-year-olds to do anything with. I gotta use my dog. But a circus. I thought a circus one would be fun. So I was just playing around. And, you know, you could change with whatever year you want here. But I thought it was adorable. I didn't get to use it. But there's always next year. And Lucy will be 3. And I can change the number to 3. But I'll go ahead and put this in our Patreon files too for our Patreon members. And supporter projects. That way if you have a circus themed one. I thought, man, how cool if you could put lights in it somehow. And you could have like the name cut out with like with lights behind it. That's like way advanced. That's probably like some Louise Beauregard level of things. But I thought that would be fun. So, alright guys, I will see you guys on Tuesday. Everybody have a great, well, it's the end of the weekend now, but have a great week. We'll see you guys then.